Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Welcome to our monthly transmission series. In this all-new transmission, we continue to explore the theme, Listening to the Call Within, including a Q&A on the topic with Emmanuel. Thank you to everyone who submitted the questions for Emmanuel on Mighty Networks. After the energetic portion of this transmission, we will be asking many of these questions. As we've moved off Crowdcast, we're now collecting questions for these sessions ahead of time within our online community on Mighty Networks. If you'd like to submit a question for future sessions and you haven't joined us yet online, you can visit the link in the chat box that's being placed there now. For those of you who are new, my name is Crystal. I'm with Ascension One Collective, the foundation that supports the channel. I'm here today to guide you into and out of the session. Before we get started, I want to share about a very exciting upcoming event you can be part of. We're hosting our first ever community gathering this fall called Level Up. On November 5th and 6th, you can join us for a weekend of high-level transmissions, worldwide meditations, and community celebrations as we come to you live from Lake Tahoe, California. We've created this event to bring us together to harness the transformational power of our collective worldwide community, to receive the energies of alignment, increase our evolutionary potential, and expand into our highest capacity as conscious creators. And we are thrilled to announce that we still have a handful of remaining spaces for those of you to join us in person in Lake Tahoe. If you've ever wanted to experience a live transmission with Asil and the community, this is it. The link to the chat will take you to the page where you can sign up and learn all about the event. This is certain to be a momentous weekend and the beginning of a new annual community tradition. We hope to see you there. We do have some newcomers today, so I'd like to share a bit to give you some context for the work. Over the last 20 years, Asil has studied amongst various spiritual traditions. About a decade ago, he had a strong experience that opened a connection that we now refer to today as the channel. This is a powerful connection to both energy and wisdom, which Asil embodies and transmits as a trance channel. Through this connection, energy passes through him and reaches those who tune into the transmission, either live or recorded. This energy allows you to align, go deeper in your meditation, connect with your own consciousness and the celestial realms, as well as receive information, which usually takes the form of a spoken transmission, or in your own way, visions, messages, or inner knowings. Asil's process of going into trance includes spontaneous movements, hand and body movements, sometimes trembling of his body, rapid breathing, and as the energy rises, he will experience rapid eye movement. It will not seem normal, but we assure you everything is okay. His daily human consciousness is still available to him while he's channeling, and he can stop the channeling at any time. The channel will bring in guides who specifically present themselves with the names humanity has given them. You might recognize some of these names as angels or archangels, but they never refer to themselves as such. Once the energetic field is established, then an energetic alignment will begin. People report having powerful experiences, even during video recordings. So it's really simple. During this time, sit comfortably or lie down and focus on being in an open meditative state. Just by being receptive, you've added yourself to this field. During the session, you can invite your higher self in. You can set an intention. You can release old wounds, thoughts, emotions that no longer serve you. You can also bring a loved one into your mind and heart so that they may receive the benefits as well. People usually share that things come despite the absence of an intention. Flow with that too and just accept all that comes. We recommend that you listen in a space where you will not be interrupted and you turn off your phone notifications. We also recommend that you stay tuned in throughout the entire session. if you're in a deep meditative state at the end of the transmission, it's okay if you aren't able to follow every word. The benefit of staying with us is the most important thing, and the words can be listened to or read later. When the session is over, we will sit together in silence for a few minutes before I guide everyone back. For now, get comfortable and enjoy your journey. We'll see you back here upon your return.
Hello, welcome. Listening to the call within is a beautiful and very expansive topic. It truly touches everyone that is on a human journey, in a human experience. And everyone at some point in their lives will have a call from within. Now, what will that call say? How will it touch you? And how will it potentially change your life? Remains to be seen. And maybe also different from person to person. In my case, it changed my life quite tremendously, and many others may have had similar experiences. The call from within doesn't always have to be specific words, but more of a knowing, maybe a certain direction, or maybe it is a feeling of what does not work for you or for the person that is being sparked, catalyzed to evolve. But something inside may say, it is time. It is time to transform. It is time to change. It is time to evolve. It is time to tap into a greater potential that is within you. This call from within doesn't always have to be understood by everyone around you and may be hard to explain anyways. So what does one do? How does one act upon this call from within? How does one walk a life gracefully, or maybe embark on changes in a graceful way? Being human beings that are compassionate and loving and considerate, there are many other people around our lives that we want to consider, and maybe commitments that we have made and plans that we have made in life. And how can that all coexist? These are some of the questions that have definitely come to me in my journey, and maybe to some of you. We will go into a Q&A in today's session, and we will address some of these questions with the support of Emmanuel, who is in some ways an ambassador. He's in some ways the one that answers questions. Now, questions may come on a mental level. They may be asked from an identity, from a personality, or from a personal context. Nonetheless, in the answers, there is so much more than a direct answer. There is often an underlying energy, an underlying frequency that comes along with the answer. So while you may listen to the words that are being said, also listen, if you can, to the energy behind the answer. For some of you, the answers of other people and the questions of others may be very resonant to what you wanted to ask or wanted to know. So listen with an open mind, and you may get the answers that you're seeking. It's a true blessing to be able to deliver this work to you in support of your journey, in support of your evolution, and through your evolution and support of many, many, many others around the world, in your immediate environment, and the journey of humanity, a consciousness that's evolving. Thank you so much for joining, and many blessings. See you on the other side. Greetings. My name is Emmanuel. You have witnessed yourself consistently evolving as a human being, learning from every step that you take, learning from the steps that your previous generations have taken, and delivering the learnings of your own and realizations to the next generation to provide a new foundation for their evolution. While this linear process of growth and evolution has existed in human form since the beginning of humanity's evolution, a new process is now part of the human experience, the evolution of your consciousness in an accelerated and non-linear fashion. This evolutionary process will bring forth a new sense of understanding of existence, a new sense of experiencing the human form, a new set of questions that will remind you, that will challenge you. Answers to be found within, as well as in your interaction with others, in your connection to this earth, as well as in your connection to higher planes of consciousness. A deeper sense of knowing will emerge from within as you follow these questions that emerge from within you. The individual, you, will be faced with essential questions of life itself. and no answers that any other human has given to you before will suffice or will match this question that is emerging from within you. As who you are is unique and the subjective experience of your own. How you perceive this reality to be unique to the lens through which you observe this reality and the lens through which you feel this reality. If every aspect of your life is unique to you, how can the answers that have sufficed in others' questions match your needs? It will become your own exploration. It will become your own journey of self-discovery, of self-realization. And along this journey of self-discovery, one question may lead to another. And the answers you receive may be not the ones that you expect or the ones that you wanted. A greater understanding of life itself will also bring forth changes in your life. Changes you may choose to embrace and changes you may choose not to follow. This will always be your free will. Every aspect of your life emerges with the state of consciousness and the state of realizations that you have reached. All your relations, all your activities, and all your emotional states and mental states, your physical states, are tightly connected to the person that you are today and right now. The person that you're aspiring to become as the call from within emerges will create a new reality for itself, a new mental construct through which it will observe its reality, a new emotional construct in which it will feel differently, and a new physical construct that will allow to embrace life in its full glory and act accordingly to this newly found inner knowing. As you transform, your relationships transform. As you transform, how you are perceived and how you are perceiving is transformed. Your actions transform. And how you apply your energy, your life force, and your love in this world transforms. Yet parts of you may not be ready for a transformation of your being. And in this conundrum of change being requested from within, faced with the challenges and the existing constructs of your life, you will find yourself in a circumstance to be overcome. You will seek silence. You will seek a moment of solitude. You will seek grounding and connection with this earth. And you will seek guidance from all of existence. How to move forward, to embrace the transformation of your being, yet understand that who you are and who you have been has served you until this very moment and has served all your relationships. Not knowing who you will become as a result of this transformation, the uncertainty and the unknown, trusting that all that there is growth, is evolution, and is the greatest potential of who you are. Life as you know it will always be subject to change. No matter the balance that you have found in life, all aspects of life will transform. And this found balance will be tested. This found balance will be requested to find an even greater alignment, nuanced and refined. Being able to weather the challenges of your circumstances and life itself. Your evolution, after all, is your gift to yourself and your gift to humanity. Thank you for listening to my words. I will now answer some of your questions.
Thank you, Emmanuel. Julie asks, regarding that voice of the soul which you explained emerges from within and guides us, how can I distinguish it from the voice of my mind or the calling of my heart and emotions? Even as I carefully track and check in to my silence, presence, and fullest alignment while I'm listening, how can I tell if I'm being misguided by thoughts or emotions which can bear a resemblance to that inner voice? Thank you.
The voice from within will be clear. There will be no doubts. The mind and the heart bring forth conditions, bring forth worries, bring forth fears. The voice from within has no fear. It is pure and unconditional love, expressing itself through you and to you. This call from within is non-dual in its nature. It will not speak a language of duality, a language of judgment. It will be inclusive. It will be loving, and it will be kind. The impact on others will still remain, will still be part of this journey of listening to this voice and acting accordingly. Yet beyond all and any actions of your being, the voice itself becomes part of your life. The voice itself becomes an inner knowing and inner understanding. The voices of the mind and the voice of the heart have been subdued in the moments of silence and presence that you have found. The voice from within will utilize this silence and opening to fill it truly with the essence of your being. As you embrace this essence, you will exude this essence of knowing, and others will notice. As your thoughts and emotions are impacted, your actions and your presence will be impacted as well. You radiate an alignment with this inner voice. This is who you have been all along, yet buried below all the thoughts, the conditioning, the emotions unprocessed, and the experiences incomplete, the realizations to be had. Underneath all of those, the voice has been always with you, your inner guidance, your inner power, your inner peace. Thank you for your question.
Thank you, Emmanuel. Kat asks, I have a knowingness and trust on so many levels, and yet sometimes my physical actions and my mind sabotage this knowingness. Sometimes others' opinions lend to this sabotage. Whenever these situations happen, I go into meditation or listen to a transmission and observe myself, and it always brings me back. Is there anything else I can do? Is there an easier way? Thank you.
With time, the voices of your own mind and the voices in your immediate environment will adjust and resonate with the voices that come from within. At first, the voices of your own mind will challenge the voice from within, as the voice of the mind has been trained to support you in safety, to support you in keeping you in a state of knowing, in a state of certainty. The voice from within will bring forth many elements of uncertainty and potentially an unknown future. Yet, has the future ever been known? The mind emulates knowing the future and presents itself as a leader in your life. So does your immediate environment. While no one truly understands and knows how the future will unfold, operating within the realm of probability, they claim to know the steps that you must take in order for a certain future to unfold. A future that you may or may not embrace as yours. Therefore, as you start to own your own life, as you start to embrace the power that you hold within you, and the power that you can create the future that you like within any circumstances, you become the director and the author of your life, listening, embracing, and knowing this inner alignment from within you, allowing this voice from within to guide you forward. This inner strength will allow you to face all voices of the mind and voices of your immediate environment. You will listen and observe, and yet still hold your alignment within. Thank you for your question.
Thank you, Emmanuel. Michaela asks, I've followed a number of paths of service throughout my life, and am still wondering what my true path is and how to recognize it in this physical world. All previous paths have felt like this is the only one, only to end up feeling disappointed within months or years, and being unable to continue the journey. Starting over requires tremendous energy and strength, and in my case, all paths ended up feeling like I've built sand castles. How does it feel to know that one is on the right path in service to self and humanity? Does the inner calling change or does it stay the same? Thank you.
All paths that you have walked, every experience that you have followed, has led you to this very moment. And therefore, all aspects of the past have served you in their own way. No time is ever wasted. It truly accumulates to this very moment. The voice from within is more than just words that you hear or an immediate guidance how to live your life. It is a true knowing, a true alignment, and your essence that you have found to embody from within you, allowing yourself to be entirely and truly yourself. And from this place of embracing this inner voice as part of who you are, every action that you take is a conscious choice and truly an empowering move of your own. Experiencing life from this place of empowerment will bring forth greater sense of ownership, greater sense of potential, satisfaction, and purpose. A true master of your own life. How can any of your choices be wrong? How can you truly, as you walk this step in empowerment, embrace every action, every thought, and every emotion that you feel? This is the journey that you have chosen to embark on. And with greater level of awareness and greater level of conscious action, you will embrace all that you choose to do, to feel, to think, and to be. Thank you for your question.
Thank you, Emmanuel. Brian asks, if my partner or my children have such a strong calling from within, how do I deal with it?
A calling of the loved ones around you is a calling for them to find greater power within themselves. And as they find greater power within themselves, can you witness and observe their evolution? Can you support this journey of empowerment and still feel the love that you have for them? Can the aspects of conditional love and conditional relating that your relationship has been built upon transform into a greater sense of love, a greater sense of acceptance, without knowing what transformation they will undergo and what transformation your relationship with them will undergo, and how this will impact your life? Finding a greater sense of trust, finding a greater sense of love for them and for yourself. This will be a transformational journey for all of you, as a single individual's awakening is a catalyst for the awakening of those in relationship to the individual. No choice but to evolve together, collectively, hand in hand, and in support to each other. Thank you for your question.
Thank you, Emmanuel. Pamela asks, there are many unhealed healers encouraging unhealed people to step out as spiritual practitioners. How can one be sure about the timing of answering a clear inner calling to spiritual service when there is also awareness that more heart healing is needed inside?
An individual's journey to share their love and their service to another individual in their evolutionary process may require significant amount of growth and evolution on their end first. Yet the spectrum of evolution and alignment is beyond a single step, yet many milestones to be reached. An individual can choose their level of service, the context of their service, the approach to their service, and the depth of their service as they grow and find a greater sense of alignment within themselves. Every individual can choose for themselves. Every individual's journey of service is unique to them and therefore cannot be directly applied to everyone else. You are the only one that can know when you find the alignment strong enough within to find yourself in this emergent desire to serve. And your service might find many expressions, many different pathways, many different approaches. Your service may resemble other people's service in the past. Yet it will be unique as you are unique, as the love that you're applying, as the thoughts, the energy, and the presence that you're bringing to your service cannot be emulated by anyone else. Your level of readiness can only be determined by you. And you will find this level of readiness and deep moments of presence and alignment. And as you apply your gifts to another human being in their journey, they will sense the gift that you have brought into their lives. They will reflect to you how your service has impacted them on their journey. And you will continue your journey of evolution and of alignment as well. You will continue to heal. You will continue to grow and to realize, as even the ones in service continuously evolve. Thank you for your question.
Thank you, Emmanuel. Michelle asks, what if listening to the call within would majorly affect my immediate life as a wife, mother, or business owner? Is it possible to listen to the call within without disrupting the other parts of my life? Thank you.
The way you have imagined your life to be, your life to unfold, may not be exactly how life will act and operate. You transform as a human being, and your loved ones transform. As you transform, all relationships transform. How you act and bring yourself into this world transforms. How you find a sense of purpose, a sense of love and meaning in your life transforms. Your love to the ones around you will continue to be, will remain this great bond that you have established, yet may also transform into a greater sense of love, a deeper and unconditional bond. As long as this bond is fueled, this bond is cared for, your transformation can occur without tremendously impacting the lives of those around you. In fact, potentially impacting their lives in a positive way. As you find greater alignment within yourself, they truly will find inspiration. They truly will feel the happiness of this change of your life. They truly will feel the greater sense of love emanating from your presence. How can this transformation not be embraced by those that truly love you? By those that want to see you evolve, grow, They will find their challenges, their fears met with the love that comes from within you, this deeper alignment that you follow. And as you embrace change with this sense of trust, they too will embrace the change as the constant of the love will continue to be, will provide a strong foundation in the way forward, no matter how drastic or dramatic the changes of your life might be. Thank you for your question.
Thank you, Emmanuel. Vasiliki asked, "The voice within is asking me to connect with something I deeply fear. How do I choose to connect to the source of my fear within from a place of light? Thank you."
As an individual walking this path, you will be faced with fears consistently. Yet, the greater the alignment that you find within yourself, the greater the confidence and trust within you to face any and all of your fears. At all times, these fears may seem unsurmountable, yet the inner knowing and trust, the strength that you have built through this presence that you have developed, will be your guiding force and your strength. The place of light that you seek is the alignment that you find within yourself. Observing your fears, observing all that is before you as a barrier established, a barrier of realization, a barrier of trauma, a barrier of incomplete learnings. All can be observed, transmuted, and integrated into your life. And suddenly, these fears that these fears that once were barriers have become allies to support you in your journey of evolution, in your journey of growth. Allow yourself to find the strength and the alignment within, and allow yourself from that place to observe the fears in its great detail, in its great guidance. Allow the fears to become an ally on your journey of evolution. Thank you for your question.
Thank you, Emmanuel. Marty asks, "It seems that challenges will continue to come, even as I'm feeling grounded, balanced, and stable. What is the best way to move through my mind's resistance of not wanting to lose the balance and frequency I've achieved already? Thank you."
In this journey of evolution, you will consistently find a balance and a place of strength, a place that you will consider a new foundation, being willing to move forward from that foundation and lose the balance that you have gained signifies the strength and confidence that you have found in your evolutionary path. Being willing to lose all that you have created every step of the way. Allowing yourself to recreate entirely. Allowing yourself to rebuild from anew, to redefine balance, strength, and alignment. This is the journey that no longer operates and responds to any fear, yet purely to trust and to the love of creation that moves through you. That allows you to be the conscious creator that you are. That allows you to create the reality that you seek. Every single time you make that step, you recreate your reality. And the steps are endless, even with the limited time in a human form, trusting that every step moves you forward in your evolutionary path and allows you to create a new reality, a new life, and a new evolutionary foundation. Thank you for your question.
Thank you, Emmanuel. Desi asks, after experiencing trauma, we can develop unhealthy habits as a coping mechanism. How do we break such patterns of bad behavior or coping mechanisms when even when we hear a voice within saying to discontinue such behavior, we find ourselves unable to do so?
Habits, behaviors, and coping mechanisms are developed by the mind to avoid truly facing the challenges that are before you and postponing the learnings and the realizations to be had. As you find greater sense of presence, greater sense of alignment and trust within, you will be able to face the circumstances that initiated these habits, behaviors, and coping mechanisms in the first place. With every approach of these circumstances that developed these habits, the circumstances themselves will turn into realizations. And the habits, behaviors, and coping mechanisms will no longer be required, as there is no impulse. The transformation will be naturally unfolding and will be sustainable. The familiarity of the immediate comfort that these behaviors and habits provide will no longer deliver the same satisfaction that they used to. And you will notice that they no longer are required. That your consciousness is ready to let go of this aspect of your being. The habits, the behaviors, and the coping mechanisms no longer part of who you are, as you have redefined the core of your being. Thank you for your question.
Thank you, Emmanuel. Kara asks, my daughter took her life 2 years ago. I know many others have had this sad event happen as well. I have the deep feeling that she died to give those of us who knew her a proverbial kick in the pants to get moving spiritually. Is it possible that she and others have their own life plan, and that plan is in place to help us or encourage us to deepen our own spirituality and path?
Every individual's life serves them and serves their immediate loved ones and serves humanity. Therefore, her life, her choices, her experiences have served her and have served all of those that she has connected with, she has loved, and she has developed bonds with. Your life will be impacted by your choices and your experiences and by those that are immediately around you. Specific, intense, and traumatic events have the energy and the challenge that comes along with them. And this immediate challenge will allow you to stop for a moment and question many aspects of your life, many aspects of reality, truly creating a space, an expanded moment for you to become present with yourself, the emotions, the thoughts, the choices you have made, and the choices that you wanted to make, the plans and the foresights you had about your life, and allowing to reconstruct and to recreate life as you walk, giving yourself an opportunity to evolve, giving yourself an opportunity to consciously choose a life different than the one planned by a previous version of yourself. This is the beauty of human relating, as the challenges in human relationship and loving connections bring forth moments of trauma. They truly are of great service to all participants. Thank you for your question.
Thank you for your time, Emmanuel.
Thank you for receiving this perspective of ours. May it allow you to expand your perspectives on life and the evolutionary processes that you are undergoing. Thank you all for joining. I truly hope that this delivery, these answers, this energy, and the presence of many in this field and in this meditation will impact your life in the best possible way. Maybe it will bring an expanded perspective, an expanded view, a greater embrace, a greater trust, a greater confidence in life, no matter what the challenges are. A true understanding of the power that lies within you, of the potential that lies within you, that even in an uncertain exploration of life, you are always supported. Thank you and blessings to you.
Welcome back. Take the time to return to your body. Take as much extra time as you need coming back. If you'd like to stay in this state, feel free to close or turn off your device now and return on your own time. You can always revisit the replay to catch anything you may miss. I invite the rest of you now to return awareness to your body, perhaps bringing attention to the breath, just noticing the way it moves in and out, bringing your attention to the room or space you're in, wiggling your toes and your fingers. And whenever you're ready, you can open your eyes. Thank you for joining us this session. As this community has continued to grow and come together in numbers, we have noticed a reciprocal increase in the potency of transmissions. There is truly strength in numbers, so again, thank you. I would like to mention the ways you can support Ascension One and the work of the channel by donation, as well as by participation in our latest survey. This work is possible because of your support. As you would imagine, it takes a village to bring the channel to this space and then beam it out to all of you. If you find this of value, please consider supporting us to keep this work accessible. There are links in the chat with options for giving. We care about the impact our work has on the world, and most importantly, we want to know how these energy transmissions and these words impact you. We've created a short survey for you to share about your experience with this transmission. Please consider filling this out to help us know how this work is impacting you. It's extremely supportive for the evolution of our offerings. Click on the link in the chats on our social media platforms to access this survey. For those of you who would like to continue this journey, I'd like to share a few next immediate steps. Our online course discovery series, Aligning Self and Earth, is available and a great place to start for anyone interested in diving deep into all things Ascension One and teaching of the guides. Discovery aims to help you meet and align your energy bodies, your innate connection to both humanity's collective consciousness, as well as to Earth and her consciousness. As an evergreen self-paced course, you can move through it at your own speed. Experience transformative energetic transmissions, foundational exercises, and integration practices to further deepen your ability to reach states of presence, silence, and alignment as an evolving consciousness. Learn more and purchase the course by visiting the link in the chat. If you'd like to experience more transmissions like today's, each Wednesday at 7 p.m. Pacific, we gather our virtual presence and community during our ongoing Wednesday Wisdom Share transmission series. Each week, a topic is thoughtfully selected as being relevant for our current times, and these weekly transmissions are an opportunity for us to collectively anchor the energies and the wisdom offered by the guides into the newly unfolding reality of the present moment. To add this event to your calendar, visit the links in the chats. We are adding links one more time to sign up for the Level Up community gathering in November. We hope you will attend and join thousands of others for this weekend from all around the world. Join us virtually from anywhere. And if you're able to and feeling the call within to travel to Tahoe, we'd love to have you. Okay. Lastly, I'd like to share all the places you can continue with us online. We have multiple social media channels: Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Many of you are watching on this social media channels and can follow us here. We also have Facebook and Instagram in Spanish. We have a home for all of Ascension One Collective's online community in a platform called Mighty Networks. If you've not already joined our online community, you can do so by using the invitation link placed in the chat. This is the place for you to explore and connect with this community and its members. Within Mighty Networks, you can access our upcoming Saturday live stream schedule, explore Discovery series Aligning Self and Earth, and engage in endless, interesting, spiritually based discussions. There will be many other opportunities to engage in workshops and more advanced training courses to deepen your practice and to integrate the energy and wisdom of the guides throughout the year. We send event and program announcements as they become available through Mighty Networks. So if you want the latest updates, we recommend you joining us on our online community. We recommend being gentle with yourself the next couple of hours if you can. Rest, go for a walk in nature, limit intensive activities. If possible, create space to be with yourself to get the most out of this experience. Or, if it is evening where you are, moving into a resting sleep state is certainly beneficial. If you're required to move into your day or other engagements, that's perfectly okay too. Try to bring the energy and this mindfulness with you as you interact with the energies of the world. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for contributing your time and your presence. Thank you for supporting the team. We feel the support of the collective and we're deeply grateful. Take care and see you next time. I feel the light emanating from you and it fills my heart with love and joy.